Since then, other than a 20-point affair on Saturday. Judge wasn't ready for the pass, and UConn's got the turnover.
It was a poor pass, though. It's hard to catch those balls on the move when they're down at your knees.
Give Phi the pull-up, and he lifts the lid on the scoring on senior night.
Rutgers
Attempt by Judge got caught in between two defenders.
Nowhere to go, though. He drove into the middle. He has to pass that ball.
And off goes Napier. 28 points in the first meeting against Rutgers.
They go underneath the screen. No one's hands up, and Miles Mack playing against, like, they need more energy. They need more movement. Their timing looks a little off, and their shots are coming in tonight and competing. If they're in a stance, if they're communicating, if they're guarding. So far, no.
Daniels, an open look, and he's got his first two.
It was high level.
Turned the Bearcats over 20 times in that game. Chroma all alone.
Eddie Jordan sees what we see. He's got to be just disgusted with the effort right now from Rutgers defensively. There's none.
Just the 19th three of the year for Lasan Chroma, not typically a high-volume shooter.
You see everyone's hands down, no one in any sort of stance. Everybody straight up, no resistance at all, going underneath the screen. No one steps up, no communication, and lights on getting out on Moore. A nice step back, a nice pin down screen. Connecticut not fighting through.
Ryan Boatwright in, didn't start. Napier did, and he's got another, his second three. Prima wanted to give it up quickly, back to Chroma. Napier, tough catch, who cares?
That's where Okoro gave too much help on the perimeter, and then he has to have a better understanding as a senior of how to stay in the basketball game. Just stay in right now because of the foul trouble with Jack.
Napier, the drop-off. Giffey, 6-3.
They're having the presence of mind. Real good defense by Connecticut. They dug the ball out of Judge's mitts, but got beat on the other end, and Okoro kind of went into him.
What's the best way to guard Shabazz Napier?
With two players. Huh. Absolutely. You've got to give a lot of help. You've got to get up tight on him, make him put him on the floor, and then when he does, try to give some support from the backside.
Amita Brima meets Craig Brown.
Going back to your original question, the tough thing about guarding him with two players is that he's so unselfish now. And this guy right now, Brima, we talked about his ability to understand when to go, when to slow, and play without fouling. And that's a huge difference maker moving forward for Connecticut. Oh.
Got another one. 4 to shoot. Seegers doesn't know it. Shot clock violation.
Well, the big fella plays with a smile, an infectious temperament, and the ability to get big at the rim for the Huskies.
#1 in Division I in terms of shots that come at him. He's almost like a defensive back in football. You just don't want to throw at him. Giffey set his feet.
Connecticut is playing small.
Freshman Samuel in a hurry. Got to.
Well, Connecticut wants to play small ball. They don't have really a four-man out there on the floor. They space the court. Niels Giffey is their four-man, and he'll step out to the three-point line. That's what he wants to do. That's why you have to extend. And this is what Terrence Samuel does. This is the ultimate coast-to-coast. The young fella learned this in the playgrounds of Brooklyn. If you don't stop me, I'm going all the way to the rack with authority. The trust to put him in the game, and he was huge in the game Saturday in Cincinnati. 16 real good minutes defensively, and you can see tonight offensive as well.
Mack called for the foul on Chroma, who had a free run to the rim. UConn, a team that normally gives up 76 points a game, 7th in the American, holding UConn to 27. Giffey, open look.
And that's a major mistake by Malik Kone on the drive.
Boatwright over Mack, and he got the roll.
The other Rutgers players beat you on the inside. They're not as skilled when you look at Lewis and Kone. Make them make plays.
Napier stripped, and Seeger is called for the foul.
Giving him open free look three-pointers from the perimeter. You got to put pressure on him, but you got to give the help a little bit quicker.
Such a great job of getting
at his rebounding numbers as well as his free throw attempts. You know he's a hard-nosed player.
Rutgers this year. Napier to Chroma. Daniels the offensive rebound. He was quiet in the first half with foul trouble.
Here defender UConn has Hassan Chroma. Good move.
Moore came in to score for his last 22 from three. He's got a couple today. Napier has 5 threes.
Napier's so good on the quick little pin down screen, just kind of a rush screen. And Matt,
he's played well, been a big energy guy for Eddie Jordan, but that time he just couldn't corral it. And there, a breakdown for Giffey. See his soul back when he was in high school at Bishop O'Connell. Daniels with 3 fouls. Hooks around E2.
He was on the air, but that time he looked like he knew what he was doing. Backed up, and UConn did not rotate to the middle.
Some easy buckets here in the second half for Rutgers. Napier's got another, his 6th.
Rutgers keeps getting caught on that.
Couple of ill-advised shots for Moore. Olander squared up for 2.
Keep you in the game or out of the game. Right now he's got to defend a little better on this end.
J.J. Moore's drawn the assignment on Napier. Who gave it up to him?
Though tonight, stayed out of foul trouble, been physical at the rim.
Boatwright launched himself, and the tip in is good. Olander more work. Double screen for Napier. Wanted the foul, didn't get the whistle.
Look for the foul instead of the make.
And the dunk try short for Daniels. The launch point, a little too far from the 10.
Comedy of errors at the rim. These players need to slow down at the rim and worry about making the finish. And here Daniels gets the nice delivery. Needs to jump stop or maybe the dish off. He had Nolan wide open. Look at Nolan's wide open. Get caught in the air, game changer. He said his mindset, professionalism, every single day we watched, and it rubbed off on all of us. Russ Westbrook, James Harden, everybody, and that's why.
We'll see where Rutgers turns now. The Scarlet Knights have missed their last 7 from the field. Near turnover, and indeed they do give it away. Boatwright, Nolan, look out below.
That's exactly
Philip Nolan's first bucket.
This is exactly what Rutgers feared coming into this building. This is what Connecticut's at its best, when they turn you over and then run to the rim with their athletes.
UConn has its largest lead of the game at 9. Remember, Rutgers came back from 15 down Saturday at home against USF to win. Chroma, nifty, Nolan on the payoff again.
UConn spacing their floor, and usually it's Napier Boatwright that takes you off the bounce and creates. And this time it's Chroma, and the easy delivery when he breaks the defense down, and Rutgers just standing on the weak side. Miles Mack just standing as Nolan flushes it home.
Napier steers the offense with 7 threes in the game tonight. Boatwright hops into a shot for 2.
Jack, see if Jack can take Daniels to the rim, isolate him quick. Said looks like they're going for a 3.
J.J. Moore on the drive and drop off. Judge had it blocked, and a tie-up is going to UConn under 30 seconds left. How about DeAndre Daniels?
Well, very good move by Moore to the rim, and Daniels from behind makes me disgust.
1 for 2 for Daniels. 5-point game, 20 seconds to go. Jack soaring in, and an offensive foul on Jack, his 4th personal. And UConn, just like it did on Saturday,
to automatically foul, you can get the ball back, as Providence did last night in their win over Marquette. Late in the game, they tied up Jake Thomas and got possession back in the game and won the game with 8 seconds to go. But Rutgers just with the giveaway.
Shabazz Napier 3 for 3 from the line, 26 points on his senior night against Rutgers.
Again, down the stretch.
Wrapped up the season, home win on senior night. Coming off an emotional win against Cincinnati, what was the key down the stretch in this tight game?
Yeah, you just can't have a hangover. We just didn't play solid enough in that first half, and then the second half they got their momentum. But at the end of the day, we got plays. We made plays offensively and defensively, and that's what counts.
You know, your guards at the end of the game, they looked like they were a little out of sync. What was the issue with Boatwright and Napier?
It wasn't no issue. You know, we're just talking it out. We playing basketball. You have disagreements, but you move on. And that's what we did tonight, and we got the win. So we all brothers in this thing, and you know, family have problems, but only way we get through it is together. And we was together at the end, and that's what matters the most.
Well, a year ago you won, and it was your last game of the year. Now you can look forward to the postseason. But what are you looking forward to in this rematch with Louisville on the weekend?
We're just looking for a grind game, and we want to play together. We want to play 40 minutes strong. We want to play 40 minutes hard. We want to play Connecticut way. And them are the teams that we're going to be playing in the tournament. You know, going in the American tournament and then going into the NCAA tournament. So we got to make sure we come out and play the right way, and that's what matters the most.
Kevin, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Shabazz senior night, 7 threes. You got it going early from the perimeter. Were you looking for your three-point shot early?
No. I'm just trying to win the game, and it was open. They gave me a lot of open shots, and I was just willing to take it. And fortunately, I made them shots.
You guys seemed a little out of rhythm tonight. Down the stretch, it was your defense. What was the key for your team defensively at the end of the game?
You know, we're gonna make mistakes when we play defense. As long as you communicate, you're gonna make up some of the mistakes, and that's exactly what we did. We just communicated real well down the stretch, and able to get some stops. And guys were willing to take charges and get blocks and on a different man. So it was definitely just talking.
You've clearly had a fantastic season, but at the end of the game tonight, you looked a little frustrated. What was your frustration?
No, I mean, I just don't, sometimes when we get ahead, we don't, step on their throats. And that's one thing we got to have. We got to have that killer instinct. And until then, we're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Okay, how far can this team go, and what do you need to do to beat Louisville on Saturday?
I don't know how far. We don't know our true potential. We just got to continue to get better every day. So in Louisville, it's going to be a hard task. It's always difficult to play in the Yum Center. So we just got to go out there and play good defense. If our offense is not there, defense is where we got to hang our hats on, and hopefully that's what happens.
Thanks, Shabazz.